Good morning everybody and welcome to our channel Ohana are Free. I'm Laura and we're in London today. So we've come for the day out in London. We've been here for the last 2 days, haven't we? But we've been looking after our little niece and things. So we've come for the day out today. We've just left our suitcases in the left luggage behind. So this is at Victoria Station and it's basically to the left of this, to the right of the station, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I suppose so, yeah. It's basically where the Costa is, so Costa's there, and it's just there, the left luggage. It's £7.50, no.
For 3 hours.
Yeah, £7.50 per bag for 3 hours, £15 a bag for 24 hours. So they only go from 3 hours to 24 hours. So we've had to just pay £15 per bag. Well, we need 6 hours, but he said they don't do that, it's just not an option. And then they do like 72 hours. 48 hours, whatever it does.
Big case round into it.
Yeah, but I think because it's charged per bag, we've got to pay £30, whereas really we could have just brought one big one and just paid 15 because there's no limit on the size, is there? They also do things like you can buy new bags, you can buy like actual cabin size bags, a suitcase if you go on an aeroplane. They wrap your bags in cling film and stuff for you. They do quite a lot of different things there. Yes, and so that.
It says after 72 hours, it's £7.50 per day.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you'd pay the 72-hour fee, then you'd pay £7.50 a day after that.
No, it's literally just if it's over 72 hours.
Yeah, but you've got to pay the fee for 72 hours first. So we're going to head into the centre now. So we've come to Victoria Station. We're going to walk over to, is it London Bridge? Yeah. Oh, Westminster. So we're going to walk over to Westminster because we've going to the Shrek adventure. So we've got the Shrek adventure booked for 10 o'clock. And then we've got the Sea Life booked for 11, is it, or something? And then we've got the London Eye as well this afternoon. So we'll see how far we get. I don't think we can film in the Shrek adventure. I'm sure last time they said it was no videography at all. But obviously we can film in the Sea Life Centre, so hopefully we'll get some good footage in there. And we'll film little bits on our way and see what we can find. So come with us for an exciting...
It's about 10 minutes from Victoria Station. We've just got to Westminster Abbey. It's a gorgeous building, and literally just there is the Houses of Parliament as well. So we'll go walk around that way. And this is all on our way to the Shrek adventure, isn't it, missus? So we'll go walk along and we'll take you with us. As we're coming down the side of Westminster Abbey, you can actually pay to go in and tour it. But as you can see, this is 9:30 and look at the queue already. So there's a lot of people that want to do that. We've done it before and it is really nice. It's just not something that you do every time. And we're still making our way around. You can just see in the background there the Palace of Westminster, which is where the House of Commons is, and the House of Lords. Here we are at the Palace of Westminster, which is where the House of Commons and the House of Lords is. And you can see that. What's that called, missus? It's not Big Ben, is it?
It's the Elizabeth Tower.
That's
the bell that rings is actually called Big Ben.
Yeah, so the bell inside it is called Big Ben.
The tower's actually called
but that itself is called the Elizabeth Tower. The scaffolding only came down from it a few months ago. They've been completely refurbishing it. Looks really nice and shiny now, doesn't it? So we'll go around to the left, we'll go past Big Ben and over Westminster Bridge and over to Shreks on Westminster Bridge now, and this is probably the best view that you get of the Palace of Westminster. Like I say, that's House of Commons, House of Lords and everything that goes with it. There's the Elizabeth Tower, and then just behind us you can just see at the top there the London Eye, which is where we're going to now. That's where the Shrek adventure and the Sea Life and the London dungeons are. There's also St Thomas's Hospital there, so that's probably one of the best views that you'll ever get from a hospital. I'd imagine people to go into hospital always want to go there, but we'll catch up once we get over here. Well, there's no buses in the way. This is the building that everything's in. So in there is the Shrek Adventure, the London Dungeons and the Sea Life Centre, and it doesn't even take up half the building. There's plenty more space in there. It's also a hotel. I think it's the Marriott Hotel as well. So it is used by quite a few different people, but we're nearly there now. It's took us about 25 minutes to get here from Victoria, just leisurely paced, and we'll see if we can film inside Shrek.
So we've just come off the bridge here. So this is what bridge is that actually? of Westminster Bridge. We're going to go over the other side in a minute for the Shrek adventure. But on this side here, I've never seen this before. So this is the wall for people that died during COVID. It's like a memorial wall. So it's been painted full of hearts, and you can basically write in the heart like a message or a name or anything else. But it looks like it goes all the way down. It's absolutely huge, isn't it? And people just like wrote little messages in it, little...
And they've done it literally opposite Parliament.
Yeah, it's opposite the Houses of Parliament, which is right there. So here we are. So this is Shrek's adventure. So you can see the London Eye is just there, and you've got Shrek's adventure here, and then you've got the Sea Life Centre just next to it. So you can see that's the Houses of Parliament there. So we was on the other side of the river down there before, looking at the Houses of Parliament. So we've come underneath, across. So they're kind of like really close together. Like you can see you've got Sea Life, Shrek Adventure, and then you've got the London Eye. So we're going to head into the Shrek Adventure and see how we go. Okay, so we're inside. It does say you can't film inside or anything, so I think in a moment I'm going to have to put my phone away. But you kind of come in and go through like security, don't you? Yeah. We just say cameras at the ready, photo opportunities ahead. So maybe you can just for a little bit. I think it's while you're actually doing the actual show. Because last time we did it was a couple of years ago, but it's like a full walk round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Security check this way. No enchanted objects, no wands, no poisonous things. Yeah, I think it's meant to be a funny one, isn't it? Security scanner. Scan if you dare. Okay. Oh no. You've got... Oh, I've got something toxic in my head. And Matilda's brought the gingerbread man with her. This is funny. So this is kind of like following it around now. I don't have a clue where we're going. There's nobody even here, is there? Well, there's nobody here, is there? There's no like staff here or anything. Dreamworks tour. Oh, okay. Please wait here. And we're going up in the lift. Great time. Bye now. Oh, and that was it. And then you come out of the lift, and they said the toilets are here, but there's no other toilets the whole way around now, did there? So it says toilets that way. Go now, forever hold your pee. And then fairy tale. This way to begin your fairy tale adventure. And we're out. So it took about 50 minutes altogether. I will say there is points to sit down along the way, because I was a bit worried. I couldn't remember it from last time, and my walking's not as good as it was the last time I came. But there is little points to sit down along the way. It is a bit pushy though, like because like you're all going through like tiny little corridors and stuff. So some of it is a little bit hard to get through. I think you can take wheelchairs, but I wouldn't say it's very wheelchair friendly, because some of the paths are really, really small. And then there's these little kind of photo opportunities on your way out. They do have Shrek as well, and you can have your photo taken with Shrek, but you can't take your own photo. It's only like them taking the photo, and then you pay for it at the end. You can't take your own photos with Shrek. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, you could have left your coats as well. It was £2 per adult to leave your coat. And then it is kind of like a bit interactive. So you basically go through different rooms. It's meant to be that you've crashed on Rumpelstiltskin's witch. I don't want to give it all away, but you basically like crash on his witch, and you go through different rooms and different things. And then, oh, this is a bit shwatty to see, isn't it? So this is like a bit at the end of it here. So you can see Hiccup is there on Toothless. So this is like a how to train your dragon section. And then there's like that says the exit there and collect your buggies and your photos. So then this is the Kung Fu Panda bit now. So you can take photos and stuff in here. I'm trying to think about it. I'm saying that I don't want to give away all of what it was. It was like interactive, wasn't it? So they were giving things to kids to pass over and talking and singing and bits of stuff. I really liked it. I think it's something that I probably wouldn't come to again for, a while, because it's quite, when we just done it, but it was quite good. So we're going to have a little wander around this little section now, go to a toilet, and then we'll see you on the way out. Okay, so we've come down and we're in the gift shop. It's cashless. Most of the big teddies are 20. Some are 18, some are 12. So it's kind of a lot of teddies and stuff like that. Then drinks here, 2 for 12. Character mugs, 2 for 18. They've got little Shrek babies and stuff. Oh, they've got some London stuff, some pop figures. Gingy and Gingy jumpers. We've got some key rings and magnets, 3 for £12. You're gonna pay for that. So we've got little Gingy key rings and pens and bits of stuff. So there's probably actually there's a bit more selection than I thought. We've got a House Train Your Dragon selection. That's quite nice. Oh, and they've got House Train Your Dragon Playmobil. I think anybody can come into the shop though. Yeah, because the shop's just here. So I think anybody can come in the shop, can't they? Because you're just literally out here now, so anybody can come into the shop.
Don't push past each other when you're in there. Everyone gets a chance to be first and last.
Yeah, a lot of people were like trying to like shove the kids forward because you know like make sure your children come to the front, which comes to the front when you get in the room. But they were like pushing kids through without the pen, and the kids kept trying to walk backwards to get to the parents. But it was nice. You liked it, didn't you, Matilda?
Yeah, I'm just kind of annoyed because it's saying Puss in Boots The Last Wish. They don't even have the dog toy, so really it's just Puss in Boots.
I know, but sometimes they don't update stuff, do
they have kiddies softcore, so it doesn't make sense.
I know. So it says there, look, we are open, exclusive DreamWorks merchandise here. But I think we're going to head into the sea life now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good look around here today. We're going to spend a bit of time in here exploring everything. I know they've got penguins and things. So and it is literally, well, you saw there was the exit of that one. This is the entrance to this one. So in we go. We're in. So when you check in, you have to go through like proper security. So you have to take your bags off that get checked. You have to go through an X scanner. And then it's down 4 flights of stairs. They do have lifts, but only one lift is working. Which is really hard because obviously lots of people with prams and buggies and stuff are all queued up to do that. But we're in now, so I'll film little bits as we go around. This is the first section that we're in here. Oh, we're having some renovations done on our home, it says. Where's there? They must be like having something done though on them, so that must be why it's a little bit murky. Yeah, that's why it's looking a little bit out of place, it says.
That was full yesterday.
Sorry?
That was full yesterday.
Yeah, so this is the first little area like this that you come into. Okay, so after the first bit, you end up coming to a photo shoot. You can say no, you don't want it doing, because they basically just give you a ticket, and then at the end of it, they show you the photo and try and sell it you. So you can see where it's like a green screen, so it's saying from this to this. Obviously, if you want it, you can get it done, but we normally just say we're okay and we just carry on straight. So we've just come out of the photo there, and now we've come into this section here. So there's stingrays. And they've got someone doing a little talk today as well. So it says stingrays lay eggs, and they're called mermaid purses, and it's because the egg pops out of like a little purse. That's crazy. Stingrays.
Make sure you're right up against the light, and if you see them wiggling about, make sure you put it back into the ocean. You just saved a life.
Because you'll know there's a baby stingray inside it. Okay, now we're in the big section here now. So this is where they have the big windows. Wow, that was a beautiful stingray then flying across. I think they've got sharks. I'm not sure if that's in this bit or if that's in another bit. And they do have 2 big turtles as well. So Matilda's just looking at this turtle. Oh, green turtle shell. Wow, I can see it. Yeah. So we're heading round to the big tunnel. So it says, if you're on the left-hand side, feel free to stop and gaze. If you're on the right-hand side, keep swimming through the tank. So we're going to head through. It looks like there's a little bit of a queue going on. We're going to head through. And now we're at the shark tank. But some people stood an extremely long time in the tunnel. Wow, look at that. sharks up there, all different sizes. Now we're in the Coral Kingdom. This is nice in here. It's really bright, isn't it?
UK's biggest coral reef.
UK's biggest coral reef. Wow. Oh, look at all this. So it's all just coral reefs. Oh, the clownfish. There's Nemo. Hello, Nemo. And then just to try and make even more money, they have face painting and tattoos. Not sure how much it is. It's literally just after you've come through the coral reef. And then you've got the shark windows again. I'm going to have a look at some more sharks.
Snout seahorse.
Little starfish. Just can't focus in.
Oh, there's
Seahorse. Oh my gosh, so they found them in the River Thames. Just at the bottom there, like floating along. Like cute. Oh, this is like a forest. Yeah, but in some of the others it has bugs and stuff in. Does this one have bugs and stuff in? Oh yeah. It's got snake, tarantula, poisonous frog, leaf cutter ants. So they must be coming up there. Through there. And then through the little tunnel here. The little ants. I'm going back into. I don't know where they're going to. We'll have to see if it tells you where they go to eventually. And they've got the blue poison dart frogs. This is the green tree python. It's just like all curled up there on the log. There's the snapping turtles. Now we're the other side of it because we were over there before. And now we've come round. Matilda's just put a hand in some of these boxes so you can put your hand in the box. And one of them had like, was it air blowing out of it?
Yeah, it was really scary.
Is it funny? That is quite funny. And they've got like a nice little kind of like a little obstacle course there. Yeah, we saw the piranhas, didn't we? Now we're at the catfish. And then I think after this bit might be the penguins. We've not seen the penguins yet. Gosh, they're huge in here. Some of these fish here are massive, aren't they? So before the penguins, there is a virtual reality shark experience. It's £8 for one person or £12 for two. Matilda decided to spend some of her spending money that her grandma gave. She gave her £10, so she's spending £8 on this right now. And it's actually like moving up and down as well. We'll see what she thinks of it. So Matilda's done the rock pool, sorry, the VR. She think it was really, really good. She really loved it. So it's like where they've like attached cameras to sharks, so it's like you're a shark. Now they've got keep left for such a starfish or waddle right to continue to the penguins. So I always feel like bad touching the starfish after watching Nemo. And they were all like fingers, weren't they? And all like trying to like get away from it. I don't know, it makes me feel a bit funny about touching them since then, I don't know. But we're going to go through here now, and the penguins are just here on the other side. And here we're heading into Polar Adventure. So this is where they have penguins, it says. So they have penguins in the Birmingham one when me and Matilda went there. They're outside. No, Matilda, it says this way. That's the... We're going around this way now, look. Here they are, here's the penguins. Gosh, it is cold near this glass. Come over there. So you can see the tummies. Oh, look at that. None of them are float. That's really funny. Look at them underneath the water. And I think that is it now. So they've got a little kind of shop here selling ice cream. Slushies are 2 for £9. A little Ben and Jerry's tubs and drinks. And it's like you pick up your photos as well, isn't it? And they've got these hurricane zone things. Oh, 3 of those, £2 each. Oh no, there's still some more fish through here.
This is just the top of
Look that way.
Oh, the top of the big tank. Oh yeah, they have that there, don't they? Oh, Polar, like walking around the edge. Oh, so it's like the camera, so it looks like you're there. And then the polar bear's like on the edge of the camera. Oh, it's got a little cub today. Oh, look at that one. So it's like a shark cage. So that's like what it would look like if you were in the cage of a shark. And we've got all the sharks here. So we've just been to the toilet before we leave. So the toilets are just down there. And then this is quite a nice bit. Every time we think we're at the end, there's more stuff. Yeah, when we keep saying yesterday, it's because we did actually bring my niece yesterday, but we didn't film with her, obviously because she's my niece and it's not, well, I don't know why we didn't film with her because it was hard, well, she's only a little baby, isn't she, and we're trying to hold her and we're trying to get round and things like that, and my sister doesn't want her on things, so... Oh, look at these. That's cute. Look at those jellyfish. They're like changing colour. Oh, you can change the colour there, look. Oh, wow. I think you can change the colour. I don't know. Maybe they're just changing by themselves. I thought you could change the colour, but I think it's just changing by itself, actually. Oh, they're changing how? And then they've got like a little jellyfish game here. So it's like where you make your own jellyfish. I don't want to get what the idea of the game is. Just make your own jellyfish and the sharks eat them, or they just fly around. Turtle attack. But I don't think there's a way of actually doing it though, is there? Oh yeah, look, food level. Your jellies need to eat. What's the ocean temperature? How does plankton affect your jellies? Jellies get carried in ocean currents. So you must have to look after them a bit as well. Oh, they're nice in that little orb there. Love these ones. They're like little mushrooms just floating along like a little shroom. And like every shop leads with a gift shop. Every shop leads with a gift shop. Every attraction leads with a gift shop. T-shirts £10, buy one get one half price. Cuddly toys all £20 each. Key rings 3 for £12 or £5 each. Small toys are 7 each or 2 for 10. And they've got like Lego, double, pins, all kinds of stuff on in the bags. All bits of stuff. And then you pick up your photos around the corner. And then that is the end.
We were walking past the London Eye and I just stopped to ask where we'd come back to with our Merlin annual passes so that I knew for later. And the guy said, well, it's actually here, it's a fast track. I said, alright, I said, it's not our reservation time yet. He went, oh no, we're not too fussed about that, you can come on now if you want. So literally it took us about a minute from having that conversation to being on, and we're now on the London Eye. Just going around now.
You can actually see quite a lot.
You can see loads, can't you?
Because of the weather, we thought we wouldn't see a lot, but we actually can.
Well, we're still right at the bottom yet, so we'll have a look once we get to the top. And we are at the top. So we've got another country up below, so it's just coming up as well. It's pretty funny because you can see everybody in there. And then you've got the Shard over there, and all the funky buildings, the walkie-talkies from the others. The BT Tower there, which is about the same height as it now. We're coming up on Buckingham Palace, so we'll see that shortly as well. And there is Buckingham Palace, and Horseguards Parade, and down the street just down there as well. You can't quite see it, but it's all so close together.
And we're off the London Eye, so that is included in your like the Merlin annual pass. The London Eye is included, and because it's Merlin annual pass, we got through the fast track side, didn't we, as well?
Yeah.
You can use it for the fast track side, they said. Yeah, so we were early. We were like an hour and 10 minutes early. But did you just go over and just ask us something?
I just said what's the only issue letting on because I can't remember what time the reservation is. I think it's 1:30. It's like, oh, we're not too fussed about that today. Come on then.
Oh, okay. So Anton said that he said that we went to what's the earliest you're letting people on. I think our reservation's about 1:30, but we're not too sure. Because it started to rain as well, and he said we're not too fussed about them today. It's a slow day, so you can just come in. And then he said because we had the annual pass, we could go on the fast track lane, so that was nice. Oh, there's like people waving to people on it. They're going up there in the capsules. So we have done it before. I think we've done it at night time before, and Matilda's done it once before, hasn't she? It was last time we did all this. We did like the Shrek, we did the sea life when we first got the annual passes, wasn't it?
We're kind of spoiled in the BT Tower because you don't see anything different.
No, so there's no like kind of pointing out landmarks on it. Like you think it would talk as you were going around and say, like now you're at this point, look to your left or look to your right, but it doesn't say anything like that. You just kind of got to know where things are. Like we saw the Houses of Parliament, Westminster Abbey, we saw Big Ben, we saw Buckingham Palace, we saw Downing Street, Horse Guards Parade. Yeah, there were some people doing TikTok dances on there, which is crazy. But we're going to head along this called the South Bank now. So the London Eye is behind us, the Shrek Adventure, the Sea Life and the stairs where we came down originally is behind us, and we're heading forward now. So we're going to go along here on the South Bank because they have lots of like restaurants and little food trucks and things. So we're going to find something to eat because we're quite hungry now. It's 1 o'clock. And then we're not sure what we're going to do after that, so we'll see where we end up for something to eat. So we've ended up in somewhere called the FI Riverfront because we went to Ohana and said they have a reservation and said that they were completely fully booked up
Even though there was
for
loads
like half an
of
hour.
empty tables.
So I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow, on a Friday lunch you wouldn't think you'd have to book a table. So Matilda's got the kids' sausage and mash. I've ordered a pizza and you ordered a burger.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for that to come out, but it looks quite nice so far in here.
£15 a meal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's literally opposite where the books are, underneath the bridge. So this is my, I forgot what it was now.
Margarita.
I think it's based, no it wasn't, I think it's like basically a 4-cheese pizza. And I've got the burger, looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's like a nice stuff in it. Burger is in there somewhere. We're fried. Okay, so I know that behind us there's like crossover or something, but that's basically where we just was. So it's just under the bridge there, set back a little bit. So we've had our meals and everything. Everything was fine. My pizza for everything was a bit too, I think there's like some funny cheese on it. I probably didn't read it properly, but it was nice. I still enjoyed it. I had a slice of my pizza as well. You enjoyed your burger, didn't you? Yeah. How much was it with the drinks?
Including the service charge that they automatically added on £50.
Okay, so it was £50, which is not really cheap, is it, for lunch?
Oh, for 3 meals.
Oh, it's just three people,
drinks
yeah.
And a tip, it's not too bad.
Okay, it's fair enough.
Central London, so.
Yeah, so we are. So we're just going to kind of have a walk up the other side of the bank now. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do. We've got about 2 hours till the train, haven't we? Oh no, we've got longer than that. 2.5 hours till the train, but we need to go and get the bag from Victoria and stuff yet. It's one of those things where it's like I don't know what to do because our feet are really sore and we're quite tired. So it's just, but it has brightened up a bit. So we're going to walk to the bridge is just like 5 minutes that way, isn't it? So we're going to walk up to the bridge there and see where that leads
So
us.
just stopped on the way at, it's called the Sweet Spot.
It really is.
We got these large churros, it was £8. It's definitely not worth £8, is it? But you get a Nutella dip as well.
Huge.
Yeah, so we've got to tuck into these and carry on our walk and hopefully not get Nutella all over Matilda's carrots. So we've just finished our churros, it were really nice, there was some loads of them as well. And we noticed the beach, so Matilda and Laura have gone down to skim some stones on the beach. I really don't fancy a foot from the sand, I'm walking all the way home. So they've gone down to skim some stones, but who'd have thought central London, a beach and skimming stones.
We finally made it back to Victoria Station. I'm absolutely shattered. So we did stop along the way so that I could like have a little rest on some benches, but I'm just exhausted now. So we have picked up our cases. I've just charged my phone a little bit down there on those benches near where you can drop your luggage off. 2 of the sets of benches wasn't working. You can see behind the clip thing wasn't plugged in, but some of them was. So I've sat and charged my phone up. You and Matilda have been in the toilet, haven't you? I've got the cases, and now we're going to head down on the tube to go to Euston Station. We've got about an hour till the train. So we're here at a very, very busy Euston Station. So they've got new boards now. So the boards are in the middle and not up on the big screen. So this on the outside here is telling you alphabetically all the trains and the platforms, or it says wait if it's not ready yet. And then the one behind it is giving it you kind of in order of the next upcoming train. But it's really, really busy.
My money's on platform 5.
Alright, Ant's betting platform 5 because he's just seen a train come off it. Matilda's betting platform. Matilda's already train at platform 4 already going to Edinburgh. So it's 10 past now, so we've got 20 minutes till the train. I always think they just board them like really late, and then they end up going really late. I'd rather them just board it now so they know everybody's on it, but I suppose they're waiting for it to come from somewhere else and clear and everything, and I know that it's just hard when you stood waiting. So we'll probably catch up when we're on the train. Hello, so we're on the train. We've got about an hour left. We're in what's called standard premium, which is just basically like slightly bigger seats, and they kind of go back a little bit more, don't they? So you can see there's like a bit more room in the chairs. The distance between the table and the chairs is a bit bigger, and it's very, very hot. Like my face is boiling.
I'm alright.
I've got a huge headache. I think it's just because I'm tired. I don't feel great. You're fine, aren't you?
Yeah. Everybody else but me was tired, and I was the one who didn't want to get out of bed this morning.
No, didn't want to get up this morning. Now she's fine. But as long as that's what's up to now, so we're on the train, heading back home, and hopefully less than an hour we'll be at home. So we'll see you soon. Hello everyone. So it is the day after now. We are home from London. We got back obviously a little bit late last night. We were tired and things, so I didn't film anything last night. We got home, picked up Jasper. You actually made tea, didn't you? We said about making tea, yeah, because you did make tea. Because we did come home a bit early, what we thought, so we did make tea. And then we just kind of unpacked, did put the washing on, chilled, and completely forgot to end the video. So now we're the night after. So I think we left you on the train. So we were in the like kind of like premium economy.
Standard
it's
premium.
Almost a way of saying it.
So
I've never even heard of it before on the train. But it was basically the seats were a little bit wider. They were a bit comfier, and
it was a first class seat, but without the first class service.
I think it was. So basically, like everybody kind of had a table. So it was like a 4, and then it was a 2. So it was 4, 2, 4, 2 all the way down the carriage. So even the 2 had like a table between them, so you always sat opposite each other. Then they had all the new plugs. They had like the wireless connectors on the front of the table and stuff as well. So that was really good. It was quite spacious as well. Like the luggage rack was a lot bigger than I would say in the standard coaches. We did only end up doing that though because we came home earlier than what we was meant to come home. So we was meant to be on the 7:30 train, and we moved it earlier, and that was the only like places they had available, wasn't it, on the train, was in that carriage.
For some reason.
Yeah, and it was like we had to pay £10 extra to move the train, but I think £30 to come home. Like, what was it? We should have been. Did we come home at 4:30? And it should have been yes, 3 hours earlier. It was worth it to come home that little bit earlier. We did have a lovely time in London though, so obviously we went mainly to see my sister and to look after my baby niece. So we did that. We looked after her. We helped out with things in the house, and then obviously we had yesterday and today. Sorry, yesterday and Friday. Not today. Yeah, yesterday and Friday. Where we kind of not yesterday and Friday.
Just yesterday. It was just yesterday.
Was it just yesterday? Because Thursday. Oh yeah, sorry, because Thursday we were looking after her. Yeah, yesterday was Friday. I'm completely getting confused now. I'm thinking that I was thinking we did everything on Friday, and then we came home today, but we didn't. We came home yesterday, so I've completely confused myself. Yeah, so we did have a really good day yesterday. So obviously we did the Shrek adventure, we did the Sea Life, we did the London Eye, and we had that nice meal. And I think that meal was reasonable. It was an all right meal. It was a nice little place. Then we had a little walk. We did the beach, sticking in the stones and stuff. We took in the sights. So we had like quite a nice, relaxed day. Yeah, we're like proper tourists. Matilda really loved the Shrek thing. I thought it was, I don't know, it was all right. I'm not sure if I would pay for it. I think if you really like Shrek, it's an experience. and you know, you're not going to get that anywhere else, are you? And it was like a little bit like a stub. I'm not going to give loads of it away. It was kind of like, you know, like I said before, like a story where you were on a bus and you killed Rumpelstiltskin's favourite witch, and he was kind of chasing you and you had to collect things off different people. But I do think it was overcrowded. I think there was too many people in that tour. And I think if you were in a wheelchair or something like that, you would really struggle.
We said the same last time we did it a few years ago.
Yeah, I struggled because there wasn't a lot of places to rest on the way through. So I kind of had to like lean on the wall and stuff. It wasn't like it was fast paced. Like, you know, you were stopping in the rooms and talking to different people and things like that. But it just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't amazing. The sea life was really good though, because that had the penguins. It was a lot bigger than other sea life. I think that's probably one of the biggest sea lives I've been to, apart from the Birmingham one. I think they're probably similar. The Birmingham and the London one are probably similar sizes, whereas the Blackpool one is slightly smaller, and then the Manchester one is really small. So it's definitely comparable in sizes to some of the others, but I'd say a little bit bigger. And like I said, the penguins are really cool, but they do have those in the Birmingham one as well. And then the London Eye, always a classic. It's nice to go on the London Eye, taking the sights. It's quite lazy going round. Just make sure that you do get close to a window at some point. So don't be afraid of, like, you know, asking people, please can I take a photograph? Because some people were kind of like hogging them a little bit, and I think people were like a bit afraid to say. Whereas I just kind of went.
American TikTokers.
There was quite like a group of like American teenagers that were doing like TikTok dances and stuff on it, and fair play to them, you know, that's what they want to do, that's fine, they're young, they're carefree. But I just kind of went over and just sort of, excuse me, do you mind if I take a picture of my daughter? And they were fine, they moved out the way, we took a picture, they carried on, and then they moved to the other side, so it was okay. Like, it was fun, we liked it. We have done it before. I think the first time I ever did it was at night time. I think I'd like to do it at night time, and Matilda, I think she'd like that. She's never really done it like at night time before. I think that'd be nice for her to do it at night time. And that was all covered on the Birmingham annual passes as well, so that was really good. We did have to pre-book time slots, so just be aware that you do have to pre-book a time slot. Whether they let you in earlier or later depends on how busy it is on that day, but you do have to pre-book your time slot, so you can't just turn up with your annual pass and just say, I've got an annual pass, please can I come in? You do have to book that time slot, so please make sure that you are aware of that. Go on the website and get your time slots booked in, because they can get pretty busy, especially because it was half term when we went as well. So
I think it's a stupid rule, but they've had that since before COVID though.
Yeah, they have had it there for a while now, since before COVID. Well, some of them you can, like they never used to have it at Manchester until COVID hit.
Yeah,
and then they put it in. But the London one has always had it, because you know, the very first time we went before COVID, we were like, oh my gosh, didn't know you had to book a time slot, because we were so used to the Manchester and the Blackpool one where you didn't have to do that, and we had to end up going the day after, I think, possibly, I can't remember now. But it was good. It was some little things to do. Like most of the time when we go, we do like other things in London, so we kind of don't do a lot of the touristy things a lot of the time. We generally do like other little bits of stuff, don't we, and do little walks and different stuff. So it was kind of nice to do a bit more of the touristy things, but I think it's one of those where we've done them, we probably won't do them again until next year. It's not like, obviously if you lived in London you'd probably go quite a lot to the sea life, like we've been quite a lot to the Blackpool one and the Manchester one because we live near them. The only thing we didn't do was the Madame Tussauds, so I do think that we will do that at some point. We are in London again in 2 weeks' time for a christening, so I'm not sure how much we're going to get done. We're going on the Friday night and the christening is the Sunday, so I hadn't really wanted to go to the Disney store this time. We just did not have chance, so he's adamant now saying we're going to go to the Disney store, so that's going to be the Saturday. But it's just the fact that because we tend to stay on the outskirts of London, it costs quite a lot to get in. But we're staying in Greenwich this time for the christening, so we're only, I think Greenwich is like zone 3, so it won't be as bad going into zone 1 as like staying in like zone 5 or 6 that we had done in the past, because that costs more to get into the centre of London. So it's not like New York where it kind of gets capped at a flat rate, and it is capped eventually, isn't it? Is it £15 a day?
Something like it. Depends how far you go.
I think going out to where we were going, like zone 5 and 6-ish, I think it was about £15 it capped out, so we couldn't go any more than that anyway. But when that's like the 3 of us, it tends to like, oh no, it's not, Matilda's free. This is what we found out. She's free on the tube, she's free on the bus, but she's not free on the train. So that's where we've kind of got to be careful as well when we go to Greenwich, because the train we'll have to get, but you can get the train from Greenwich into the centre of London. So we'll have to make sure we don't get the train, we get the DLR, which is a Docklands Light Railway, which is classed as the underground system, still classed as a tube, as TfL, Transport for London, so it's still under the tube system. Whereas if we would have got on the train, we'd have to pay for it, so we've got to kind of be a little bit careful of that now. We never realised that before, even though apparently it was since she's 4 years old. Yeah. But nobody's ever told us that when we've ever been on the trains or anything. I know, that's awful. But I just never thought of it. I think because, I think to be honest, I think because the only place we've probably gone on the train is to Greenwich, and you can get the tube to Greenwich. Yeah. So technically, if you can get the tube there, I think that then covers it. Because I think if the train is on the tube line and you can tap through, it's okay because it's classed as Oyster. Oh. But I think if it's not, because I've paid for her on the train to Hampton Court before, I've paid for her on the train when we've gone to Brighton and further places like that. I have paid for her on the train, but I've never paid for her on the train where the tube goes to, because I always assumed if the tube went there, she was covered by the tube.
It's a strange place.
It's a strange rule, never mind. So anyway, we're going to be there again in 2 weeks, so hopefully we'll be able to go to the Disney shop. I think Matilda would like to go to Madame Tussauds, but I think we'll just see what we can do. We're going to do Greenwich Market. I think I love Greenwich Market. We did the observatory last time, so maybe we'll do like the Maritime Museum. We've done that previously, but I don't think we've ever filmed in there before, so we could do the Maritime Museum. Yeah, Captain America and a lot of things was filmed around there. I think some of Harry Potter was filmed in some of the buildings at Greenwich, like the artillery buildings. You can go inside a lot of them as well. They're really interesting inside, and the ceilings are lovely, all the painted and the gold. And
finest and Welsh guys copying and research filming locations.
So I think that we'll probably have a little look around Greenwich while we're there. They've got like the big Greenwich ship there as well, which is lovely to see. So I think we'll probably have Greenwich Park is really good as well. I might actually film Greenwich Park for you, because if you've got children, honestly, Greenwich Park is an amazing park. They have like a sand area, a water area. The park is massive. Matilda's loved it ever since she was a baby. She's absolutely loved it there. So definitely something that we're going to be doing. So I hope you've enjoyed this little kind of mini weekend away, shall we say?
Wasn't the weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, mini 2 days away.
Yeah, city break.
Mini city break. I think our New York vlogs have come to an end now, haven't they, if this is coming out?
Yeah, they have them. We're doing them live this week, and then and then it's this one. So.
Yeah, so we've got this video to go out, our London video. We've got a Chester Zoo video that we're going to do as well. We're going to Chester Zoo this weekend, or next weekend. I can't remember the weekends now. So we've got a Chester Zoo video we're going to put out. We're going to do a live video, and then we'll have another London video. And then it's not long away until we go off to Abu Dhabi, I was going to say. You know why? Because we've just been looking tonight at the Warner Brothers in Abu Dhabi, because we were watching the new Despicable 3 were going. So we're basically looking at going from Dubai to Abu Dhabi for the day to do the Warner Brothers theme park, and then we're looking at possibly going again to do the Ferrari World, because we're there for 9 nights. 9 nights.
I think so, yeah.
So we said possibly maybe like day 3 and day 6, but we'll work that out near the time. But hopefully we're going to have a great series coming out soon from there. We don't go till May, so it is a bit a while off yet. But like I said, we've got the London video coming out, we've got a Chester Zoo video, we've got a live, then we'll have another London one. Oh, we've got Alton Towers booked as well. Yeah. We're going the week after the opening season. We're staying in one of the Enchanted Village pods. So that'll be something exciting to look out for as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this little series. Thanks for watching. I've been Laura from Ohana Free, and bye for now.